Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I received it as a gift and have messed around with it just enough to figure out how to play. And I decided I need to share this with y'all. It is the most fantastic game. It is not an MMO. It is a CRPG. However, there are so many different elements to this game. There's everything from awesome story to voice acting, as well as you create a character, but then you pick up group mates along the way. All of them fleshed out. They have their own stories, their own quests. There are unlimited choices for classes, and there's quite a few races. And there is a character progression. You gain levels, you gain new skills, books, awesome items. There's crafting. There's all types of creatures to fight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to show you the settings real quick. And I know it's going to be overwhelming. Today's episode is going to be mainly character creation, and then we will just pop into the game. But stick with me here, and we're going to briefly go over the different settings that you have. Most of the settings are going to be your standard that you get, and I'm not going to go over any of those. I'm going to leave the tutorials on because obviously I'm going to need them as much as you are. Now, this game can be played, the battle portion, two different ways. You can have active battle where you use AI. You're going to tell your teammates what to do, but they can go off on their own and cast their own spells and whatnot. Or you can control them and tell them where to go and kind of watch and see what happens and keep pausing the game so you can give new commands. Or you can play it the way I am going to play it, which is going to be turn-based mode. I like turn-based because it's slower, gives me a chance to kind of think through things because I'm not really proficient at real quick, on the fly, multitasking type of things. So, for the betterment of an entertaining playthrough, I think turn-based is going to be what we're going to want to do. If you choose to do the other, you have all these options to pause. So, if you have the other one, you can pause after combat. You can pause when spell casting is finished. You can pause when an enemy goes down. So you can set this up to where even if it is an active combat scenario, you're going to have more control. So that's basically all that is. Your basic controls are your hotkeys and such. It's mainly played by clicking with the mouse. Graphics, of course, set however is best for your computer. And of course your sound. This X on the top right of the screen is going to be standard pretty much throughout the game for closing these windows that are open, which makes it easy. So here we go. Main story. Join the struggle against the world wound. The epic war between Golarion and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces. But not for much longer. The demon lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You will have to harness mythic powers, take command of the Fifth Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. So next, we're here on the actual gameplay difficulty screen and how you would like to have the game play out for you. As we go along, you will see this top bar This is where you can go back to previous pages if you'd like. So whenever we go to a window and you see multiple things up here, you can click on any of them to go to that screen. So you can see that there's quite a few different ways you can play this game. You can go all the way to story mode. You can play casually, where that lowers the damage that you do and you cannot be critically hit. As you go up this bar, things tend to be more and more unforgiving. I'm not quite ready for these just yet, so we're going to stick with normal. But even though I've picked normal, you can go down this list here and you can change these. Now, this next screen gives you a snapshot of pre-made characters. So you do not have to roll a custom character if you don't want to. But we are going to make a custom character. So we are going to choose race, class, gender, alignment, appearance, abilities, skills, and feats. Now, I'm not going to go over each and everything because we'll be here all day. So since I kind of know what I'm going to be is an elf, I want to look for a screen that looks like an elf. I kind of like this one. She kind of looks like an elf. She definitely does. But that's more of a bard. Is this like a magic? No. That's a fighter. Here's an elf. And she's a ranger. You know what? I am going to be using a bow, probably not doing a lot of melee, so I definitely want to be skilled in a bow. So this might be a good picture for me. I'm going to go ahead and pick that. It's going to throw me right into the class screen, and across the top you can kind of see where this is going. So we don't have to pick it all at one time. And I know that I want to be a magic user, so I want to come down. Now, this is a magus. It's an arcane spellcaster who fights with a weapon in one hand and a spell in the other. That sounds interesting, but I want to make sure. Now, this arcane rider has a mount. I think we're going to go right for that. Although it doesn't say there is summoner. I can probably make them a summoner. So let's see. We know we want to be an elf. We do get some race traits. Elven magic gives us caster bonuses, immunities to saving throws, which is always nice. Now, the weapon that elves in general are familiar with is longbows, short bows. So there you go. So we are going to be an elf. Now we move on to racial heritage. Now we can just be a basic generic elf, or we can be a Blightborn. We will lose our immunities but gain racial bonuses on saving throws. Not interested in that. Lore master. We lose some keen senses but bonus on knowledge. Yeah, that's what I want to be. Now we're only interested, you can see on this right hand side, we're working in this window here. That's all these things we're picking. And as we gain levels, we will move. This will slide across. Now we have to pick our background. Mobility, perception and nature lore, historian, arcana. I think we'll be a Nexian scholar. Now we have to allocate our ability points. Now our base points start out pretty good. Now intelligence is going to determine my how well I learn and reason. So I definitely want intelligence. See if we can get as much of that as we can. Yeah, we get 20. Now dexterity, because of my bow use. And wisdom will do saving throws. So I want that. And no, I don't need charisma, do I? Yeah, I guess we better work on that. Now we only have 5 of those. But you can see that we do have some pluses. I want to put... Okay, we can only put 1 in there and 1 in there. Now, I want stealth, trickery, and mobility, because those are going to be important for opening chests and unlocking things. The stealth ability is good because you can avoid random encounters, move past enemies type of thing. So it might be good for me since I'm going to be kind of squishy, I think. All of these are going to change as you play. Next, we need to pick our feat. A feat is an ability a character has mastered. Now, these 2 are what it's recommending. I'm getting point blank shot because it gives me a bonus to my ranged attack. Now, you have to be 30 feet away, and if you're not, your character will move closer. So that's something to be aware of. But I definitely want that. I start off with a horse, which is awesome. Alright, these are the spells that I'm going to start the game off with. Now, I will get these, but I also get 8 other spells. I'm going to pick up grease. Snowball. Yeah, why not? That sounds like fun. And we'll get burning hands. We have to pick a deity. Spells and good for... That's a longbow. Aristil. I can be neutral good, lawful neutral, lawful good. I like that. Let's do that. So we start out as neutral good. And this is my looks here. We're gonna go with that.
I'll take care of it.
So we need to pick her
The
voice.
road calls me.
Hold on. Just a little more.
Let's move.
We're gonna go with Lacey. Rova.
I feel faint.
And here we are. This is Lacey. She's an arcane rider. She's an elf. Neutral good. So here we go.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to her? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to her?
You hear the stern voice of an elderly man, but you're so weak you can't even turn your head to look in his direction.
Demons, prelate. We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris. The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. She can get her things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy, heal her wounds.
Water.
You will have water as soon as we heal your wounds. My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I'm a traveler. I was just passing by.
Just passing by? And how am I to know that you're not a demon spy? Or worse?
A word.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor woman. She's been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of her.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed she was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Thank you.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of this city.
Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Can I go now?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabris. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
All right, and we've got our first task. We have to sample the special festival drink. All right, so here's our little tutorial things. If you hit the J like it says, it brings up this screen. And this is your journal where you can look and see all the quests and tasks that you have to do. And also you can look at your inventory screen which is right here. Now, everybody in your group is going to share the inventory. So it has a weight, and each and every character has a weight also. So you just need to keep track of that. And you can sort all of these different items. We don't have anything, and they took our weapons, so I do have 3 scrolls. Now, one thing that's interesting is you look on her belt, and there's 3 scrolls. That's because she's got 3. What did they give us? We've got Scroll of Magic Missile, Shield, and Expeditious Retreat. So we're good there. Now we do have our companion at the bottom here, and we need to take care and make sure we select what we can for him. So we're going to do that real quick before we move on. Now we have to choose what type of companion. Aggressor is vicious. Bully, okay. Bulwark, sturdy as skin and can endure. I want that. I want my horse to be tough. And we get 2 points. I want stealth. And it tells you by these green V's the skills that are important. Go ahead and do mobility. I jumped it up to 6, so that's good. Now, we need to choose a feat. Let's see. Iron Will gives us +2 on saving throws, which is going to be important so that they don't get damaged. That's going to be Buddy. There's Buddy. Okay. So, we need... If we check and see what we need to do. We have to do a special drink and throw a dart. Well, here's the darts right here. So this little hand tells you there's a usable object. Left. Aim further to the left. Okay. See how we do. Ha! Right in the center. Nice. Okay, now we're going to have a drink. If we open up our map, each map is going to look different. So for this particular map, things highlighted in purple are people you can talk to and places you can go, like this drinking. That's where we want to go. So if you center this little box on there and then click in your screen area, it'll take you near where you want to be. Look at all these people. You can talk to all of them if you want. Let's get this drink, and then we also have to fight a dummy or something. Another round? Oh no, I'm good. Oh.
Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Let the feast begin.
Crap.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
No, I don't want a scroll. I want a weapon.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Okay, I got a crossbow.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
All right, here we are. So this is your UI for the game. It's very simple. At the bottom, you will see all these different symbols. Most of them are self-explanatory. The gears are what the main menu, where you can save and exit and whatnot. This one here, if you want to inspect a mob before you attack it to know what you're up against, you can enable that here. There's also hotkeys for all this stuff also. To put a box, you can use this. Formation, change your formation here. And these are just your basics. Now, if you get damaged after a fight or you use up all of your abilities, you need to camp so that you get everything back. And that's what this button is good for. I hear something. But we are going to wait until next episode to move forward. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. Please give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next time. Take care all. Bye-bye now.